No. Yeah, I want you in all your crotchetedness. Doing that whole one button turn on thing, which I don't remember turning on, but sure.
But I can tell you my granddaughter at MIT is not a Trump supporter. As are the rest of my kids. Yeah, just.
Oh well. Trump wasn't my first pick, but it definitely wasn't going to be the other guy either. So. Other guy.
Well, I voted for Jimmy Carter.
Oh my goodness.
And I was driving down, I can remember this day so vividly. It was before he was inaugurated. And he was being interviewed, and one of the things he was talking about was how lousy the civil servants were. And lazy, and on and on and on. And I thought, holy shit. I'm going down to a place that we have 150 civil servants. And all of them entrepreneurs and very skilled people, and I know what's going to happen. They're going to walk up and they're going to say, what the hell's going on with our president? Say, man.
I just worked for the guy.
Well, he wasn't even my boss yet, huh? And it didn't get any better than that.
I won't hold it against you, Jim. I won't hold it against you, Jerry.
Well, I got fished in the same way the rest of them did with Hyman Rickover, and I was like, well, hell, if he can get through that, he's got to be pretty smart. He really was.
Single-handedly caused the gas crisis.
You know, you are what you were when. Okay, well, we're going to just go down here. We'll do 3 or 4 landings.
Okay.
And then go back up the valley and pitch changes and things like that.
Sure. Sounds good.
Were you able to get your test done?
I did.
Good.
Don't hold my score back on me for the closed book, because I'll tell you later when we get there. It's pretty ridiculous, but I knew the right answers.
That's what they all say.
I know. As soon as I said that, I was like, he's going to see the score. They're like, what did you do? I passed, but he's like, what did you do? So, okay. Before starting checklist, pre-flight passenger briefing, cell phones. How about seatbelt briefing? Okay, cell phones are off. Seat belts, and harnesses are locked. Fuel cylinder valve is on both. Avionics switch is confirmed off. Cowl flaps are open. Circuit breakers are all in. Except for this last one. Good. Brakes hold. Good. Carb heat is cold. Mixture is full rich. Propeller high RPM. Throttle open 1/2 inch. Good there. Prime? No prime.
No prime, and probably just pump it once when you get ready to start it.
Well, how you just put full in, or?
Yeah, just push it in, pull it out, and
Okay.
set it at 1/2 inch or so.
Okay, prime master switch is on. Rotating beacon is already on. Propeller area clear. Ignition.
Clear!
Clear prop!
Hand on the throttle.
Oil pressure good.
How you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Alright. 8 is obtained. 23.7, good.
Temperature 3.2 Celsius, dew point 1.4. Altimeter 2.9er 3. Density altitude 3.800. Hemet, Ryan, Airport. Automatic weather observation 1.9er 4.8 Zulu. Weather, wind 2.00 at 1.2. Gusts 1.7. Visibility 1.0. Clear. Below 1.2,000. Temperature 3.2 Celsius. Dew point 1.4. Altimeter 2.9er 3. Density altitude 3.800.
Alright, so 2012 to gusting to 17, so this can be fun. Heading indicator is set, altimeter is set, transponder to standby. Good. Alright, we're ready to taxi. Leaving your window open and your door is locked. Cool. Alright, coming forward. You're off the brakes. A little bit more throttle. Good.
Yeah, get on the line, you'll be okay.
I get on the line? Okay, this looks like they're super close. Look at that T6. Can you taxi for a little bit? I'm going to adjust my keyboard. You have the aircraft.
I have the aircraft.
Feels tons better. Have the aircraft.
Got it?
Where do we do run-ups here?
Out at the end of the runway.
Roger.
Just out to the right.
Looks like the taxiway's clear. All of a sudden it's not busy anymore, except for that helicopter. So in this area right here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Hemet traffic, 301 is on final for runway 23, Hemet.
You want me to turn all the way around, or is this fine enough?
That's far enough.
Okay, cool. Alright, before takeoff checklist. Parking brake is still so. There it is. Parking brakes set. Doors and windows closed and locked.
We'll leave mine open.
Roger.
What would happen if the window were open on takeoff?
Nothing. It might shut out, it might shut card. That's the only thing I've ever had happen.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the point is you don't have to do anything until you get to altitude and get organized.
Yep.
I want to do it at 50 feet.
Yes, sir.
Just be noisy.
Yep. Close automatically. Alright, flight instruments set. Check it one more time. We're pretty good here. Make it better. Good. Good, good, good. Good, good, and good. Flight control screen correct. Flight controls are free and correct. Please select the valve, both, still on both. Elevator rudder trim set. Displaced a little to the right. Mixture, rich. Throttle 1700 RPM. Alright. Ammeter is over look here. Good. Magnetos. Left. 50. Back to both. Right. 50. Back to both. Engine instruments. All in the green. Pushing gauge is green. Carb heat, check for drop. Back in. Top cycle twice. Taking pressure and RPM. And do it again. Alright, throttle back to 1,000. Alright, radio set to CTAF. 1. Friction lock set. Spark and brakes release. Departure time, radio instruments checked, transponder at altitude. Landing light, we're going to leave that off. Strobe lights are on. That's the up. Both. Alright, let's pull up to the line.
You want to cover it, let me have the airplane of it.
Yeah, the aircraft.
You want to at least make sure you've looked at the base leg in.
Okay, so just more than final then as well.
Yeah, just so there's nobody stuck in on you. Okay, go ahead and tell them you're ready to go.
Roger. Hemet traffic number 949er86. Holding short runway 23 for departure. Hemet.
Departing the helipad southwest, remaining in low-level traffic for 2 circuits to the fire helipad and then departing.
Hemet traffic, Cessna 109, Foxtrot number is about 7 miles to the south. I'll be entering a 45 for a left downwind for runway 23, Hemet.
Alright. Here we go.
Hemet traffic, Kid Fox, experimental November 125, Tango Yankee taking T3 for left crosswind departure, Hemet.
Low back pressure.
There's a helicopter. Where?
How do you like that, Kid Fox?
Love it. Lots of fun.
I've been looking at them. Hemet traffic, 9 Fox Romeo is about 5 to the south, entering on a 45 for left downwind, runway 23, Hemet.
You can probably turn by now if you want.
Roger. Hemet traffic, Cessna 94986, turning left cross runway 23, Hemet.
Keep the nose up though, you want to keep climbing.
What airport?
Hemet traffic, helicopter 7064 Delta is on left downwind, low level for the fire
The
helipad.
nose drop.
Yep. So keep it at 80 still.
Yep. Okay, there's 25.
Yep. Hemet traffic, number 94986, left downwind runway 23, Hemet. I can pull this power back to what?
Yeah,
November 125, take a Yankee turning left crosswind, 23 Hemet.
17. Quickly. Okay, drop 10 degrees of flaps, ARB, pull the power back.
10 degrees of flaps, ARB, pull the power back to 13.
So just because we're high, why don't you drop it?
I didn't get that.
You're in the white, go ahead and drop another notch of flaps.
Roger.
Because we're starting off a little high. I'm going to get back to about 13.
Hemet traffic, 5 Tango Yankee, departing south, Hemet.
You want to go ahead and close the cow
Hemet
flaps?
traffic pass, 9 Fox Romeo is turning left downwind.
Close.
Runway 23, Hemet.
Alright.
Probably turn about
Yes,
now.
sir. Yep.
Take another inch off of here.
Hemet traffic, 986, turning left base, runway 23 Hemet. And we already have that 20 degrees in, so we're just leave it there.
Hemet traffic, 9 Fox Romeo is on the left downwind for runway 23, Hemet.
Hemet traffic, Robinson 64 Delta. We'll be doing a low-level circuit landing at the fire helipad.
Hemet traffic, number 94986, turning final runway 23, touch and go, Hemet. Alright, so I got the pitch set. I can come back a little bit to 70. Will I do that?
Yeah, do 75, don't do 70
Alright, 70.
for the first of your landings.
Yep.
Now go ahead and dump your full flaps and see how that works out. Right in here.
Hemet traffic, 9 Fox Romeo is turning left base, runway 23, Hemet. Touch and go.
I see, it does respond.
Here, right here, go ahead and pull the power all the way off.
Hemet traffic, Robinson 64 Delta.
Way down the
We're
road.
doing a low-level circuit approaching the fire helipad. Two Cessna high-wing aircraft in sight. We're avoiding the snow.
Helping you a little bit because that wind picked up there a little bit.
Top beats coming
Okay,
in.
I got the flaps coming up. You get the cow flaps.
Cow flaps up back to open.
Okay.
Hemet traffic,
So I
9
can't
Fox
get that.
Romeo is on final runway 23, touch and go.
Oh,
Alright.
Hemet traffic, emergency 1 for helicopter, currently 5 miles to the north, inbound for landing, Alpha taxi.
I'll take the RPM down just a bit.
Roger.
Okay, let me have the airplane and you open and close the cow flaps.
Roger.
Go ahead and open them, close them and then open them again.
Oh, I have to go to the right first?
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay, you got the airplane?
I got the aircraft.
The traffic 9 Fox Romeo is on the go, runway 23, Hemet leaving the area to the south.
Hemet traffic, number 94986, turning left crosswind, runway 23 Hemet.
You're tending to lower the nose out here. We got to keep it climbing. We turn at 500 feet. We got to make sure we're climbing.
Yes, sir.
Hemet traffic, Robinson 64 Delta is departing. The fire helipad will be departing low level to the southwest. The two high-wing aircraft in the pattern in sight.
Okay, there you go. Power back.
Coming back to 17. Alright. Trimming.
10 degrees of flaps.
10 degrees of flaps. Carb heat.
Close the cow flaps.
Close the cowling flap. Cow flaps. 80. And then back to 13.
Yep.
Hemet traffic, number 94986, left downwind, runway 23 Hemet.
Creeps up a little bit on you.
Does.
Traffic, no Chancellor helicopter, currently 3 miles east of the field. We'll be landing out taxiway on a 23 direction, Hemet traffic.
Yeah, if you turn about here and go right to the tree, I think it'll be just about right.
Alright. Hemet traffic, number 94986, left base 23 Hemet. And we got another, putting your flaps in.
You didn't put, there you go.
Hemet traffic, number 94986, final 23 Hemet.
Oh, it's the airspeed.
Yep. And bring in the last set of flaps here. Pitch it down. And you said 75?
Yeah, do a
Okay.
75 for big, more margin.
Okay.
Probably going to be a little low. I'll go ahead and reset it at 13 or so.
Yep.
Okay, doing fine. Just keep the nose down.
Yep.
Now power off and flare. More flare. I'm helping you here, as you can tell.
Yeah, I can tell. Coffee's back in. Mixture back in.
Cowl flaps.
Cowl flaps.
Hotel, go for helicopter, midnight landing clearance, go on Charlie taxiway, empty tax on Charlie.
60.
What happened when it went like this, you took some of the crosswind correction out.
Okay.
The ailerons. Yeah, everything is fine except what you're tending to do is wanting to let it land early. So we were a little faster at 75 when we went into the flare, which is okay, I don't care.
Yeah, Hemet traffic, Cherokee 90206 November over Diamond Lake, 145 for a down, left downwind for runway 23, Hemet.
Want to drop on out further?
And the traffic,
Yeah, we'll look for it.
taking the after 23 for straight out departure, Hemet. Hemet traffic, Cherokee 90206 November, center 45 entry, left downwind for runway 23. We're just past Diamond Lake, 3000.
Now let's look for him.
I don't see him.
Well, let's go out further anyway.
Okay.
Should be able to go crosswind.
Alright, even though we don't see him?
Yeah.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 90206 November, turning downwind for runway 23, Hemet.
Hemet traffic, November 94986, turn left crosswind, runway 23 Hemet.
Left call, we have you in sight. We're just in front of you, turning downwind for runway 23.
We do not have you, but our Roger.
Okay, it was 25.
Okay.
Going it back into the...
Yes.
Okay.
I do not see him still.
That's okay. Just get your power set, get your
Okay.
flaps down.
Okay, we are clear for 10 degrees of flaps.
And down flaps close.
Trim that first. Helicopter corner purely south flaps for about a mile. Back to field. Transition. Westbound or 1.7. And back to
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 90206 November is turning left base for runway 23, Hemet.
I sure don't see you turning left base.
Negative.
That's okay.
negative traffic. Helicopter corner purely out to the Syracuse site.
Right down with your tower at 1 point. Power off, carbine. I see him, he's way down low.
Oh, I got him. Hemet traffic, 456 Mike Bravo, inbound for runway 05. Advise for traffic. Runway 05?
Traffic, we're on final for runway 23 for Hemet.
Alright, we were doing the RNAV for runway 5, but we will enter the traffic pattern and land behind you on 23 for practice at runway.
Hemet traffic, number 594-986 on left downwind, runway 23 Hemet.
So Hemet traffic, Cherokee's designer 206 November, on final for runway 23, Hemet.
Hemet traffic, number 94986, left base, runway 23 Hemet. Got those 20s.
You might be a little low on this one, we'll see.
Yes, sir. Got the traffic on final.
Yep.
Turn it now. Hemet traffic, number 94986, final runway 23 Hemet. Got it. Okay, and then...
Don't drop the flaps quite yet.
Got 13 inches set.
We'll hold them for just a second here. I'll go ahead and dump them, see how that works out.
Roger.
You want to close your cow flaps.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 90206 November, off the active runway, taxi to the Westlands, Hemet.
Still going to be a little low. Good power input. Okay, you're getting fast.
Hemet traffic on 456 Mike Bravo.
Power all the way off.
Left traffic on downwind runway.
Now this time let it flare in. Keep it off the ground. Keep it off the ground. Trying to keep the middle run for you.
Okay, just more than what I was doing before then.
Yeah.
Top heat in, flaps up.
Now flaps.
Now flaps to open.
There you go.
Alright.
What happened was you got a little bit fast on final. That's why we wanted to keep it from landing, kind of a thing.
Okay. Flaps are up. Now flaps are open. Pitching for that 80 knots. Hemet traffic from 456 Mike Bravo, 10 degrees, runway 23.
Well, I'd go out to at least 600 feet, at least 2,100 feet, so you get time to get set up downwind.
Yes, sir. Alright. Hemet traffic, number 94986, turn left crosswind on the 23 Hemet.
Hemet Cherokee 15248 over the southwest stem, inbound for 45 runway 23, Hemet.
See the turn coming around. Coming back to 17. Hemet traffic, number 54986, turn left downwind runway 23 Hemet.
Okay, power back. There.
Hemet traffic, that's 456 Mike Bravo, turning final for runway 23. Okay. Now we're in the white arc.
We don't care. 10 degrees.
Oh yeah. Power flaps going to, they're already open.
Should be closed then.
Closed. Alright.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 15248, 1 mile out on the 45 for left traffic, 23 Hemet.
1 inch out.
Okay, look out.
Hey, there you are.
Now we're pushed to 13.
ARB. Power
Traffic's
back.
already out.
Don't drop the nose. What you're trying to do is slow it so you can get it to come start down.
I think that time I did do the trim on that one. Got away from it. I'm a little high, I'm going to just drop it a little bit further.
Yeah, about now would be okay.
Okay.
Hemet traffic, Cessna 6 Mike Bravo, exiting runway 23 at Delta.
Hemet traffic, November 94986, left base, runway 23 Hemet.
Hemet traffic, taking off 23 straight out.
Yeah, it was blocked. Cherokee 248 left downwind 23 Hemet.
Zulu Tail's taking off 23 straight out, Hemet.
Hemet traffic, November 94986, turning final runway 23 Hemet.
Don't drop the nose into the turn. You're trying to maintain airspeed.
Yeah, I was trying to take 80.
Yeah, but don't look at the airspeed to maintain it. Look at the nose attitude.
Okay, copy.
You're staring at the airspeed. It ain't going to happen.
Hemet traffic, Cessna 456 Mike Bravo, taxi left runway 23 via Alpha.
Okay. Looking good. Probably if you drop the flaps, it'll work out good.
Alright, stopping flaps.
Looking good. Okay. Stop the power here, you'll be fine.
Hemet traffic, Sirius helicopter, Star 9 Southwest Sirius, taxi westbound departure.
Right there.
Traffic in sight.
Let it settle in. Full.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 248 left base 23 Hemet.
Power beats back in. Flaps are back up. Now flaps are closed. Power's coming back in.
Okay.
This light pressure is going to peel off and jump to speed.
Now the question is, what does John and Martha do for weekend? They go on a busman's holiday. Right?
What's that?
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 248, final 23 touch and go Hemet.
Fly up to Hemet.
I'm going to try that again with the, just looking at the attitude instead of the gauge.
Well, you don't even look at the attitude gauge, you look at the nose.
No, the attitude, that's up there, yeah.
But on short final, I mean on final it's always nose attitude, airspeed. Nose attitude, final. Bam, bam. Like if you're doing a carrier approach, it's airspeed lineup, meatball, airspeed lineup, meatball, airspeed lineup, meatball. And you got to do it that fast because you can't afford a knot. But on a carrier, it's smoother than it is here because you're over water.
Yes, sir. Hemet traffic, number 94986, turn left, downway runway 23, Hemet.
Traffic, 155,
Alright, 17, 2500, white arc.
Don't worry about the white arc. Remember, you can put 10 degrees flaps up to 140.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Okay, close the cow flap.
Close the cow flaps. That's it. Closing.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 248, upwind
out flaps? Or do you want to wait till tomorrow?
I'll wait till tomorrow for that one.
Okay.
Let's get this guy down. So what's going on? Oh, 13. Why? That's why.
It's a little bumpy when we get down low because those buildings are in there.
Yes, sir. I'm going to turn just after this road here. We carry a little altitude here. Hemet traffic, November 94986, left base, runway 23 Hemet.
Wouldn't you love to live out here?
No. Nothing, sir. You can keep California. Alright, degrees of flaps. A little more turn, nose down. Where we at? Very good.
Hemet traffic, Cherokee 248, climbing through 2,500 for 3,000. And we'll level off at 3,000, heading toward Menifee following Diamond Valley.
Probably going to be a tad low.
Yep. Hemet traffic, number 94986, left, final, runway 23 Hemet. Alright, so I'm going to put some power in, keep that nose down.
Yeah, get a lot of power in first.
A lot of power in.
Keep the nose up, you're starting to add airspeed. That's why I say it's nose attitude and airspeed. Now go ahead and reset.
Reset back to 13.
Yeah, drop your full flaps.
Yep. There we go, there it is. Whoa, look at that.
I'm going to take 1 inch off your power.
Yep.
Just so you can see it the same way every time. And if we land a little long, that's okay. I'm not going to land too long, but
yes, sir.
you're right in here, you got to caution yourself to keep the nose down.
Yep.
Put it down. Take the power off. Keep the nose down. Power off. Now look way down the runway and flare it. I'm pulling for you a little bit to hold the nose up. Let it settle in. How nice was that? All I did was pull a little bit for you.
That's correct.
ARB?
Coffee's already in.
I mean, cow flaps, you got those?
You got those?
Okay, let's get out of here. We've done enough damage.
Alright, 60. There we go. Hemet traffic, number 94986, departing the pattern to the west.
Now let's just go ahead and take an angle over here.
Around this guy on the right?
Yeah, between these two.
Got him.
So you're not impressed with California?
No, I love this. I love the scenery. It's just the politics out here.
November 456, Mike Bravo. Are you ready to go?
We're waiting for Alpha train. Thank you, though. Sorry about that.
We don't got no politics.
I know.
Oh, yeah, please do. Have a good flight.
Thank you, you too.
We got a Democrat house, a Democrat.
White and maroon Cessna is taking off runway 23 with your right crossing departure Hemet traffic.
They do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Just as long as you want the high-speed rail. Go ahead and keep climbing, though, for a bit.
Okay.
Jerry Brown's father waved at me one time on the freeway.
How do you know it's Jerry Brown's?
Well, he's in his big Cadillac, and we were right next to him, and he passed us. He thought maybe I'd vote for him, I don't know. Well, a little bit to the right, we'll go up the valley.
Okay.
That's a good heading.
Hemet traffic, Cap 487 over the lake. You're going to hit on a 45 to
what else would you want?
That's good, right there. We'll go to 3,500, it's good.
Roger. It's like that flat brown right there.
Yeah, someplace out there. Skechers is in the distance.
And cruise power is about 22?
Something like that.
Yeah.
20, doesn't matter.
So you want to do prop first or?
No, power first.
Power first.
I just roll back the throttle that way. And then we look at the cylinder head, we go ahead and close the cowl flaps. Yeah, it's amazing how much pot is out here.
I see what you did there.
What's that?
I forgot, I did not remember what the base of the Charlie was around here. I thought it was 29 or something, but it's 38, 39.
Yeah, 39. They can't really see out here though, because the radar's on the ground.
Temperature 33, 2.17. Altimeter 29903.
Mechanic Cat 47, left downwind runway 23.
Density altitude plus 4050. Advise on initial contact, you have information Alpha. March Tower information Alpha. 19580 observation. Wind 290 at 08. Weather is better than 5005. Temperature 33, 2.17. Altimeter 29903. Pressure altitude.
Yeah, we'll try and get our landings in the first thing tomorrow.
Density altitude plus 4050. Advise on initial contact, you have information Alpha. March Tower information Alpha. 19580 observation. Wind 290 at 08. Weather is better than 5005.
What'd she say it was, Alpha?
3.
Alpha, yeah.
2.17.
3, density altitude 3.
Okay, I'm setting up your radio for you.
Thank you. Cruise checklist power as elevator trim set. Mixture is just above 3,000. So you want to give me a mixture in this guy lesson?
Well, it says above 3,500, but I don't need it. I tell them up at 5,000 generally.
Okay.
But you do it just like any other, you know, you just roll it out until you hear the engine start to die. Okay?
Yep.
Now you crank it in a little bit. Then you start thinking about opening the cowl flaps because it'll start to heat up. And I'll just go ahead and put it bridge.
There goes March. Oh, and that's a Ridgecrest down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, while we're going this way, let's just do one slow flight in the dirty configuration.
Okay. Let me get my situation set up here. So it's going to be where everything's jumping around. Is it top first or?
It's carb heat first.
Carb heat?
Power. Bring it back to about 13, 14, something like that. Get your 10 degrees flaps down. Just let it slow down to the white arc and then dump the rest of them.
Not gonna mess with the prop?
Yeah, you can roll it in a little bit if you want. Put it in about there, cause and what do we say it was going to be, 55?
58.
Okay. Ready to start putting power in. Like about now. Little right rudder.
Tower 797, we'll clear northwest of postulator.
A little more rudder. A little more power. More power. Power. ARB.
5 heat?
Yeah. Let's drift off to the right a little bit.
Yep.
Okay, gentle turn to the right.
Gentle turn to the right.
Probably a little too much bank for this airspeed, but you're speeding up, so maybe you need to take a little power off. Okay, let's go to the left. Okay, we're driving along and all of a sudden the engine quit. What would you do?
Alright. Pitch for 70. And I would bring the flaps in since we have altitude.
Okay, bring them up then.
Keep that turn coming towards one of those roads. I like this road right here.
Which road? One in the city?
The one in the city, yeah. Or just open fields, actually.
Yeah, you got telephone poles there.
Yep, I would get those, Actually, I can make this field right here look a lot closer.
Okay. Yeah, we check to make sure everything's working. Eggs are still on.
Okay, cool. Now that I got my airspeed trimmed, this is best landing site selected. Go to the checklist.
So which one are you going to land on?
This guy right here. I can circle this guy and make sure I got it.
Which way are you going to land?
Winds were 200, so I mean I can land this way. I can make another pass around, or I can keep going straight ahead till if I don't have the altitude to go straight ahead to that field right there. But at this point it's going to be a field somewhere. The wind's coming from 45 from my right side, so.
Okay, let's go ahead to the left here just to forget the field.
Yep.
And go ahead. Set it up at 2,500 feet. Hence. Out this way a bit.
Yep. Whew. That burger was a bad choice.
Now you go ahead and bring the power back in.
Alright, carb heat back in.
Carb heat after power.
Oh, after power. Okay.
Now go and reset the power at about 15.
15?
15. And you got 200 feet to go. So we want to be at 2,500 feet.
Oh.
When you get to 2,500 feet, you can turn inbound to the airfield.
Yep.
Okay, back to the airfield. Roll out of it and know what the wind is. I got the airplane.
You got the aircraft.
No, it's easy, there's no flag. Okay, you got the airplane?
I got the aircraft.
It's Alpha?
Yep.
And we're, I'll put just a little more power in there.
Yeah. Good. And I'm on tower. On. March Tower, number 94986. Is at Ridgecrest 2500 inbound with Alpha.
986-10135. Report right base runway 30.
Is 0135, report right base.
0135, we'll report right base for 30, number 94986. Alright, I'm gonna pull that power back to just a little bit. Alright, so review this checklist. Just check. Fuel selectors on both, landing lights are off. Seatbelt harness is checked, flaps as required. And propeller is, we can call that high.
Yeah, we'll just leave it there.
Mixture's high. Carb heat as required, and everything else is going to be just like we did before.
I'd go kind of a little bit right of where you're going, not much, 5 degrees maybe or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the question is always, when do you pull the power? Well, it's a guess.
Yep. Is that taxiway Delta that we're about to cross?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. So everything else has been 1700 on the for the manifold pressure. Carb heat out. I'm gonna try it out here and see what we get.
Okay.
And then we're in the safe area for the 10 degrees flaps there. Ready for that nose down trim. March Tower, November 94986, right base 30, full stop, gear down.
986, runway 30, wind estimated through 280 at 7, clear away.
Clear land, number 94986. Okay. Then I need to bring this back to 13 here. Pitch it for...
And since you're on base leg, you probably want the 20 flaps.
Wait for that guy. In. Nose attitude.
Maybe just a tad left so you're square to the runway.
Yep.
See, they took one of those airplanes out. They must be refueling jets or something.
Oh, okay.
I'd actually go for full flaps about now because we're a little bit high.
Pitch down.
And take a little power off. Come up here and fly fueling flights for the jets.
What's that?
They fly refuelers for the jets out of Miramar or wherever.
Okay.
Okay. Power off and nose up.
Power off and nose coming up.
Look way down the runway, a little left aileron, a little right rudder. Well, what happened to the wind? I think it shifted. It did. It was left crosswind there, and it's a right crosswind up here.
Oh my word. No more burgers. RPM.
Yeah, don't do that till we get off the runway.
Roger. Stick left and right. Alright. Clear the runway.
986, you can taxi to park this frequency via Delta Alpha.
I'll stay with you and back to park via Delta Alpha, number 94986.
Hey, I'll steer while you do the check-in.
Thank you, sir. After landing, clear lights as required to leave the beacon on. Heat of heat is off. Carb heat is cold. Mixture is lean for taxi. Couple. Wing flaps are up. Monitor to standby.
Or to on, so they can watch you taxi.
Okay. Copy. Elevator trim for takeoff. Oh. Elevator trim for takeoff. Bow flaps to open. Oh.
You got it if you want it.
I got it.
Hot out here.
No, not at all.
Yeah, you gotta admit California politics or something else.
Yeah, they are.
No, when I retired, I looked at everything. I could go to Texas and not pay income tax. Guys were trying to go to Nevada. Finally, I sat here and I said, looked out the window, saw the ocean. No, I think I'm here.
So you made the right decision.
I could have gone to Colorado or wherever. But I don't know what I'd do when I got there.
Yeah.
Certainly glad I didn't go to Nevada because all the people who were up there were underwater in their houses and leaving.
That is so sad.
One of them had to go back to work.
How old was he? Or her?
Oh, I don't know. He was 65-ish.
That's not too bad, but I guess when you had your mindset for full retirement.
Yep. I thought he was going to go out there and just sit around and get the free shows. And
yeah. You like to stop at this second one, right?
yeah, just, there's a white line just after the Y.
I don't even see it today, so.
That's good. You're rolling.
Thank you.
Handbrakes never work on it.
Thank you for confirming that. Parking checklist, avionics master is off.
Master switch is off. Magneto switch is off. Cabin air is closed. Hobs, tack time record.
And when you take the mags off, you really should take the key out.
Okay.
Just so you don't forget.
Jerry, that is the closest I've been in a long time to throwing up.
You didn't like that hamburger?
Hey, the hamburger was great.
Worked too hard?
Yeah. I mean, saying that's the closest I've ever been is a little too premature because it's still close right now. Woo!
Well, it is hard work.
It is. Get some fresh air inside me.
Yeah, you can open your door and I'll keep mine closed so we don't lose all your stuff down there.
Oh. Alright. Open this up and pause and done. Awesome. I recorded one flight today. Great. They installed this lock because the seat's rolling back on takeoff?
Well, it's one of the fixes I had.
Put the control wheel lock in as part of the routine. Ouch.
And we want to go left or right on the fuel.
What's that?
Left or right on the fuel.
Check. Ready?
Nice breeze. Oh.
Oh. Woo. We got 14 minutes. Yeah, I'll turn it off now.
Oh, Tyler, where are you going? Yeah.
Nice job on it.
Yeah, he did.
Now if they could only get a new piece of plastic for the instrument panel facade, it looked like a new airplane.
Yeah, you're always bitching.
Hey.
God, we got 4 or 5 T-34s out here now. You're bitching because you don't know what to do.
Maybe two. Hopefully that was because it had
He was out here